Congratulations on breaking the New Zealand record for this death dive, man. Even the word, I'm just even scared of saying the word, man. Death dive.
It does look like that, though, because you just launch off a cliff, basically,
Pretty much.
fully
Arms
arms out
extended.
flat. And
Yeah.
then, is it effectively, when I grew up, they called it a staple. When you go watch people do bombs off the wall. Is it kind of like a staple, the positioning? Can you explain a bit of that?
Yeah, terminology wise, I say a staple is anything under 10 meters and a duds is anything above 10.
Okay.
Okay.
It changes. That's that's what
It changes,
separates
yeah,
people. So how did you get into this? Death diving. You just saw the name and were like, that sounds like me. I'll be into that.
Yeah, so like for the past couple of years, extreme sports have been like a part of my life for quite a bit, like mountain biking, wake surfing, speed climbing. And then like I was never very good at flipping into water. And I saw this like discipline. I'm like, wow, this looks cool and I don't have to flip into the water, which I now have learned all the flips and stuff. But at first I just wanted to look cool, like at the local spots and stuff.
It does look pretty cool, I've got to say, because it's absolutely crazy when you see the
It's insane.
videos of what people
and Flynn
do.
is very young as well. He's only 20 years of age. He's got a massive story. The actual dive itself, please look him up. Flynn Chisholm. You'll see how insane this dive is. The dive itself, this one that we're talking about, this 40-meter death dive, is over in 3 seconds. But I can't imagine what training you need to go through to get that done. What are you doing for that?
So I tried to do the training like a MMA fighter, like conditioning the body with impacts. So, 2 weeks prior, I think I started my conditioning, and leading up to the 40, I did maybe nine or so 20 meters dods, and then I think four 30 plus meter dods. So I was just preparing the body for the impact pretty much through all those other ones.
So you're breaking the water with your feet and kind of your arms and hands, and your head's sort of tucked into your shoulders there to sort of protect it a bit. But even if you do the technique perfectly and you hit the water just right, it still must hurt. Like, it must rattle the cage quite a bit, right?
No, it shouldn't do
Oh,
if you do it perfectly.
Sorry. He's like, you're doing it wrong.
Flynn, can you take us through, like, we've got no idea what the adrenaline, what the feeling is like when you're standing on the mountain, you're about to look in, and then you're jumping off, and then you're going into the water. Can you explain to us and those who are listening what that feels like?
Oh, yeah, like the fear of climbing up first, like you're walking to the top of the cliff because usually you start down the bottom. Like
Yeah.
you're climbing every meter and you're like, oh my gosh, like we're gonna be throwing the body off this.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Um, yeah, it's unbelievable like how much fear you have and then transitioning to locking in because as soon as I start counting down from three, like I'm not thinking about anything else. Like I'm going, not backing out at all. Go three, two, one, send it, and you're in the air and you're not thinking about anything else. Because I think that's the best part. Like you're free and you're just in the moment.
So when you're
So
not thinking about anything, so the body's just racing
hurtling towards the water.
and that's all you're just concentrating on getting to the bottom. What do you is that? What does that feel
pretty
like?
much like
Oh, right.
muscle memory's kicking in, and that's why I wave my arms a bit to
Yeah.
like balance, because without that, I think I'm going to be leaning too far forward, and then an injury can occur, like a pretty bad injury from that height can occur if you're too far forward. Um, yeah, not thinking about anything, muscle memory kicks in, and you're just in the flow state is what it's called.
What kind of injuries are we talking about? Because I imagine that must go wrong from time to time for people, and I don't know if that's yourself, if you've had any major stuff ups jumping from that height, but not a lot of room for error.
Yeah, like above 30 meters, I'm always like super locked in. So I haven't had an injury from that height, luckily enough. But most of my injuries have occurred from 15 meters. Just like pushing the tricks super hard. Like I've tried four spins a few times from 15 and I just under rotate and I've just like blown up my eardrum. Uh, just gone blind for a little bit as well, just from a head knock, like a
Bro,
concussion.
Far
you
out.
should come down to Mount Albert wave pools, man. I've honestly, I've had some serious trouble there.
Do some manos with Salah.
In this article that we've read about you, you've said that you're a Christian first and foremost. So how does your faith, and that's really cool to hear, how does your faith shape how you approach these extreme sports?
Yeah, so like I guess the reason why I'm still doing it has changed a lot since I first started. Like I just wanted to, cliff jump at first, but now like I'm exploring more of God's creation, which is the main thing. And I'm not trying to chase heights necessarily. I just kind of I feel like while you're in the air, you're in God's presence, I feel like. And like before the 40 meter, I gathered everyone up and like there's like 15 people with safety from all over the world. You had the German, French, Spanish there. And I gathered them all up and we said a prayer all together. And I think even for them, like it meant way more after that prayer, I guess. Like their gratitude towards life and just being out in this amazing scenic spot. I think there's a lot more to it than just throwing your body off the cliff.
That's cool, man. I'm sure they did appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a project that you want to do maybe later this year. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? You want to dive all around New Zealand?
Yep. So I'm planning to jump in every province of New Zealand, like a 20-meter plus jump, which I've found most of the jumps so far. Got a few provinces that I need to check out. And then I may end with another record. I don't want to like claim it on the news.
Yeah.
But like if I get funding and sponsorships, like I'm gathering them up now, but if anyone out there knows any companies that are keen to help financially, um yeah, I think it'll definitely happen.
Oh, cool, man. And can you tell us the difference? Like, I mean, you've done a 40-meter jump, and that's the Australasian record. If you're going to go for a new record, I'm imagining probably another meter or something like that. What is the difference when you're at that kind of limit of what the body can maybe take or whatever? Is there a huge difference between, say, 39 and 40 meters or 40 and 41, you know?
Um I'm not too sure about the 1 meter increments, but I know like 4 to 5 meters is huge. Like
Mm.
um and it just keeps like going like the difference
Exponentially.
between
Yeah.
20 yeah, the difference between 25 and 30 I think is huge for people that like people don't realize the gap. So like 40 to 45 is going to be like, you're just going faster. You're going
Yeah.
way fast.
The margins get
Dude.
smaller, I guess.
Dude, we just want to, bless you on this next part and just wish you and pray for God's protection over you because it's not a walk in the park what you do, bro. So, we'll actually keep your details. We'll see if we can talk to some peeps about, I don't know, following your journey and stuff like that. Flynn?
Yeah, thank you.